Alright, just want to do a little update video on the Specialized Diverge E5 after about a little over 3,000 miles in, which would be what, close to 5,000 kilometers, something like that. Not as familiar with the metric system. So I recently just got it back from the bike shop. I put a new chain on it and just kind of did it overall, just tune up on it, so it's working really good right now. I also had to replace this Tracer Pro 38mm tire with a new one because after about 1,000 miles it was getting pretty worn out, so I got some new rubber on the back. Still running the Shimano Claris mountain bike clip-in Shimano pedals. This is the front tire is also a Tracer Pro, and it just obviously doesn't wear out as quick as the back tire, so that's still got a decent amount of life in it. And yeah, overall it's been really great, versatile bike. I've raced a couple of crits on it earlier this year with some more racing type slicks on it, and it did okay for what it is, a gravel bike, obviously not meant to be a crit racing bike. I did a fast bunch ride on it, and if my fitness was better I could have probably kept up. And I've also raced a gravel race back in June on it in Oregon, and it did really well for that. For that race in particular, I do wish I had some bigger tires on it because some of the sections were a lot of loose rocks and gravel and dirt, and it would just been helpful to have bigger tires. But I believe with this model, 38s are about as big as you can get, and I think on the carbon version of this bike you can fit up to 40s. But yeah, and then also from that race I won a tubeless wheel set, so if I do compete in that race again next year, I'd probably get it set up with that, just because being able to run a lot lower tire pressure would have helped as well. So this bike I picked up for, I think it was about $1,000 about a year ago, and the only things I've had to replace on it was the cassette, probably after about 2,000 miles in. I think this is the second chain, and a couple of tune-ups, couple of tubes, new gravel tires, and having to replace that one. But besides that, it's been really fun bike. I still ride it on the road if the weather's a little bad, or if the roads are wet or whatnot, because it just does handles those conditions better than my Cannondale road bike. I put in a nice gravel effort on this on Saturday, like 36 miles and 3,000 feet of elevation gain, and just super fun bike to ride on the gravel, especially if it's a compact gravel or a little smoother running. It does excellent on that. I rode up kind of some more mountainous trails on Sunday with one of my friends, and it did great with that. Even rode on a little bit of snow, and found some ice and some mud, and pretty much tackle whatever you throw at it within reason. Like I was talking about with regards to like that gravel race, certain types of roads or trail it handles better than others, but again, not every bike can do everything, but as far as the overall, if I had to pick one bike, either my road bike or this, I would definitely choose this just because the versatile nature of it. You could, even if you had the option to only have one bike, you could just get, a completely different wheel set for this, keep this with the gravel tires, and then maybe get, a nice carbon set with some slicks on it that you could, go a little bit faster on the road, or maybe keep up, with the fast bunch rides. But overall, super happy with this bike. It's been, a lot of fun, and I plan on keep putting, more miles on it, especially as the weather gets worse here, over the winter. This will probably see more seat time, and my road bike will, kind of get tucked away for the nicer days. But just a little bit of an update on the Specialized Diverge E5, 5,000 miles, or 3,000 miles in, I should say. And I would love to hear your thoughts. How do you rate this model? Do you have a different one? What would you upgrade? What would you keep the same? If I had more disposable income at this time, I'd probably invest in a carbon wheel set, just, for weight savings and to help with climbing and stuff like that. So as far as upgrades, if I do get some extra cash in the future, that's probably what it would go to on this bike. But would love to hear your thoughts in the comment sections below. Peace, much love.